Hey everybody, it's me Stephanie, welcome back. I'm talking kind of quiet because the baby is asleep, and if I let my other two kids know that I am doing things with the camera, they're gonna come out and attack me, so shh. Anyway, today's video is just a kitchen refresh. I was on Instagram a few weeks ago and my friend Krystl Hansen over at Simply Girly Blog, the one who I just did a collab with, she had posted about loving her kitchen, even though deep down she hates her kitchen. And I was like, girl, I feel ya. 100%, that is how I feel about my kitchen. We have been renovating our house and we are at budget. We are not spending any more money on our kitchen. We're gonna start getting out of debt again, like we've been doing, and so anything that I do to our house at this point cannot be major. And so our kitchen is just gonna have to be the way it is until further notice. But I never have loved my kitchen. I don't like the color of the cabinets. I feel like it's small. It feels claustrophobic. I just don't love it. But I saw what she did to her kitchen, and just adding a row of cafe curtains above her kitchen sink and a wreath and a few other things made it look stunning. It was so cute. And so I started looking on Instagram for inspiration, and I saw all kinds of similar little vignette thingies over the sink, and I was like, I can totally do that. In fact, I have a lot of these supplies already. So I went to the Dollar Tree, I got a couple things, and I bought a plate at another store for $2. And so you're gonna see how I refreshed my whole kitchen for $12. Yes, that's right, $12. Now, I used everything that I could that I already had, because that's kind of how I roll. I move things around, move things from here to there. But the whole rest of the kitchen I got done for $12. And I love how it turns out. And my husband comments all the time, the kitchen feels so much better. You did such a great job. So if he likes it, that also makes me happy. But really, I love it. And so I don't hate being in my kitchen anymore. So I'm going to show you kind of what I did, what I made, and hopefully this will give you some inspiration to also learn to love your kitchen. And then don't forget to go follow my friend Krystl Hansen on Instagram at Simply Girly Blog, and over on YouTube I'll have both of those links in my description box. And let me show you what I did to my kitchen.
Okay, here's the kitchen. After having a third baby, you can definitely see that things have gotten totally out of hand. So these are the cabinets. I mean, they're beautiful cabinets. There's really nothing wrong with them. I really do need to work on learning to love my kitchen, and I'm very grateful to have the home that I do. I just needed a little refresh. So obviously I started at the Dollar Tree because it's the closest place to my house and my little town, and sometimes they have really great signs. So it's kind of hit and miss with everything at the Dollar Tree, but I always check there first for little signs, and I thought that they had some really cute ones that went kind of along with the look I was going for in my kitchen. And then I always buy new frames. So even if I buy one of those little prints at the Dollar Tree, it's gonna look so much better in a new frame and two frames that match. Another thing that you can do if you're on a really tight budget is look at Etsy, and you can find prints, download them, print them at home yourself, and for just a few bucks you can usually get the file and either print it off like an 8x10 photo, or just print it off at home and then put it in a Dollar Tree frame, and it'll save you a lot of money instead of just buying one at the store that's already made in a frame. The other thing about Dollar Tree frames, I'm going to go off on a tangent here, is that they're super lightweight. And so if you're in a house where either you can't use nails and you're using command strips, or for whatever reason you have to use command strips, the Dollar Tree frames are my favorite because they're so lightweight. Now, if you can put nails in the wall and hang your heavy photos, more power to you. Get a really nice frame, but I usually use command strips, and these are my favorite frames. Look how cute that turned out. Okay, so on to the next one. I just did the same thing. I just put the print into a new frame, and I think it turned out great. Now, the next thing that I did was I took a wreath from the Dollar Tree, this grapevine wreath. It was $1, of course. And I had these old boxwood picks that I had bought at Joann's last spring. And I just started to put them on the wreath, and they're gonna look kind of funny in the beginning, but then I took some floral tape. If I would have had floral wire, that would have probably worked a little bit better. And then I took my hot glue gun and took some extra boxwood little pieces that I had just kind of in my stash, and I hot glued them to fill in those gaps. So I'm gonna let you watch that process. I already had the supplies for the curtains. These are just curtain rings. You can get them at the store. And then these are just white flour sack dish towels, and I just folded it over and clipped it on. And then I got a new curtain rod at the Family Dollar, and I think they turned out perfect. Okay, you guys, I actually made this cake stand right here. This is just a vase from the thrift store. I think it was like 50 cents. And then this plate I got at Family Dollar, and it was $2, and then I hot glued it. And I think it turned out great. It holds all of my dish soap and Mrs. Meyer's soaps and lotions and all that good stuff. And then I already had these two things. That was in my grandma's house when I was a kid, and it reminds me of her. And those canisters that you're seeing on my counter, those are also from my dear grandma, and I love seeing them. They remind me of her. So I basically just took everything that I could off of the counters, and that made a big difference. So it wasn't like 17,000 appliances. I cleaned everything up. I did a good cleaning. I reorganized a few drawers, and I love how it turned out. Just adding a few signs and kind of moving things around, it really made it feel more like a kitchen that I want to be in instead of one that I can't wait to get out of. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that this gives you a little bit of inspiration to tackle a room that maybe you don't love, but you want to love, and just learn to appreciate the things that you have and appreciate the home that you have, and make it the very best that you can on the budget that you're working with. It's totally possible. You can do it. So thank you so much for watching again, and I hope that you'll consider subscribing before you leave.